Okay, what is up guys? So, I want to try and learn some painting. So, you may have noticed in other videos that there's a red primer and a green primer. The one is water-based and the other one is solvent-based. So, the water-based primer needs a universal undercoat on top of it. So I don't really understand why you need primer, undercoat, enamel, and what the real differences are between the enamel and the water-based, or the solvent-based enamel and the water-based enamels are. So I've bought some, I don't know if this is any good, universal undercoat for the primers. So I'm going to just do both of them, and I think it's white. And then there's this gloss enamel, which is solvent-based. So I'll chuck these things in the spray gun, do a couple of passes, and see how it turns out. I mean, we're learning here, right? If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just basically going to, in future, I'm just going to get one of those, especially for parts and rusty parts that we fix. I'm just going to get a solvent-based primer, one of those etch primer, universal one coat, or one paint kind of thing, and then just do it once and be done with it. Something like a Hammerite brand or something. Anyway, cool. Thanks. Let me know. So another thing is I sometimes struggle with this this ability to just do things and see how they work out. I kind of overthink things a lot. So what I'm trying to do is treat this whole thing as a learning exercise, not try and put too much emphasis on getting everything perfect, just to try it out and see how it works. I mean, how it works in my case. So yeah, give me some suggestions. Some of these projects you can get just so far and then you overthink it and then the thing gets put in a drawer or whatever. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen to this now. So cool. Any suggestions you can help me with would be great. Thank you. So I'm a bit confused whether to use the lacquer thinners or this mineral turpentine to thin this. So I've been trying to do a little bit of reading and it's not that clear. It looks like you can probably use both. But this thing says use mineral turpentine to clean your brushes after use. So I'm guessing that's probably the better thing to use. They're both solvents, they're both used to thin. Let's just go with this stuff. Great. Clean up your spools immediately, otherwise it's a mess. Okay, so do we point these things down? So I think spray comes out like that, and if they're like that, then the spray comes out like that. So let's try this. So let me explain something to you. You can watch TV all you want. You can watch people spraying and having a great flipping time. Psh, I'm just going to add this and I'm going to do that and then I'm going to do this and I'm going to spray my thing and then I'm going to wash up and then look how wonderful my spray bloody job is. You only learn this stuff by doing it. Let me show you something. My initial issue was that I didn't have this thing tight, which tightens on there. So I think air was coming up and then basically shooting up into the paint, spraying, and it just went everywhere. So I tightened that up, played around with these things, and then everything seemed to have gone a lot better. So I had a little bit of a rant earlier just because I had paint everywhere, things weren't going well. I dropped the damn phone and the screen cracked. But anyway, the point of all of this is to learn, right? So let me take us through this when I throw the black enamel, and I will note down all the things that I learned, and hopefully you can give it a go and not make the same mistakes as I did. But I'm learning, so that is yes. The next step is to then paint those side shaft pipe things in the gloss black enamel. I will read up on what those two little adjusting knobs do, and let's see if we can get a better result. Okay, so these are the topics that I want to cover. Is how does that gun actually work with the knobs? The spray direction, I think that's a little thing right in the front of the gun that can be twisted, and then the universal undercoat, and then solvent versus water-based paints, and then how thinners and terps work and what the specific applications are, and I'll try and cover that in this painting video. I'm wondering if I should give these two things another coat of the universal undercoat. You can sort of see the light green showing through that one and the red oxide showing through that one. The one I forgot was what air pressure should I be painting at.